So having justice right here. All right, so it absolutely is a seek of balance. However, having it in the reverse, it kind of has a feeling of, you know, that the balance could be a little bit more complicated to find. It's not as easily accessible. So that makes sense though. This makes sense with the guide coming in from December. That now it's like you've learned a lot, you've cultivated a lot of your spirit, and now what do you do with that? How do you mesh that into your life so that you can continue on? This saying has been coming up for people and for readings, especially in December, of and I'm going to butcher it, but you'll get the point, is, chop wood, um, uh, get water, become enlightened, chop wood, carry water. So it's saying, like, even though you are reaching a higher level of yourself, you still have to keep doing those mundane things in your life, but you're just doing it at an elevated level of self. And so with this justice, I get that sense very clearly of, like, you've been working on it, but you just don't really know, like, why do you have to go grocery shopping now? Why do you have to clean the toilets? What's that all about? You've really done the work. It just seems so out of balance in that way. And justice in the very practical terms too is, making sure that you take care of your contracts, and especially with Mercury retrograde at the beginning of January, this is really important for you to really kind of focus on and make sure that you're paying attention to the details and pay attention to everything that's going around you and your finances, and yeah, the contracts and anything with, legal matters. Make sure that you're paying enough attention to them so that they don't go helter skelter. In the love sector, we have the Five of Swords reversed, King of Swords, and then the Four of Cups. So Aries, there's somebody who's coming in, or who is already in. It's a sword energy. Sword energy is air, so that's Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And I feel like somehow they're linked to this justice too, because justice is a card of Libra. But you're not, like, I feel like a disconnect from this person. And since this is in the love area, it is your partner. This is your partner, and you're feeling a disconnect from them. That you guys have been, having arguments, battles with one another that aren't needed, and you're kind of getting sick of it. That you guys are having the same fight over and over and over again, and nothing is being validated, nothing is being figured out. And so you keep coming, to a head, and then walking away going, whatever, and just being like, I don't want to hear it anymore. I've heard enough. I'm done with this. So with this spread for January with love, I really think you need to possibly go back to the hermit with yourself and see what it is that you want, because you're missing something here with the disconnect. Two ships sailing in the night, passing in the night. It's like you have this love for them, but it's just, you can't figure out, why are you guys not connecting? Why aren't you seeing eye to eye? And it's on a mental level. Like you guys don't understand why each other is thinking the way that you do. And that in turn is making you feel emotionally disconnected and unfulfilled. So this is you have to have patience. You have to have patience with this person, because I have a feeling that your partner, and in this spread, this definitely is for couples, but with people who don't have a partner right now, this could be somebody who's coming in and it's a new relationship and you just don't feel connected to. This spread really works for everybody. Yes, so you have to have patience with your partner, because they just don't get it. They don't get you. They don't get why you're thinking the way that you are thinking. So you have to be a little bit calmer, a little bit slower, a little bit more patient, and explain yourself in a way that they can understand. Now, since this is an air sign, they are great with communication. They are great with their tongue. They can really say what they want to say quickly. And so that could kind of throw you off, Aries, even though you are a fire sign. You are much more passionate about what you say. You are more, you can do the verbal vomit, which is a blessing and a curse. You can just throw it out there very quickly. And for them, they're a little bit more calculated. They're a little bit more concise about what they say. And so that could be truly the disconnect right there, is that you are throwing it all on the table, good and bad, and they are processing it a little bit slower, but when they talk, it's clear as, crystal. Okay. So in career, we have the High Priestess reverse, Six of Wands, and then the King of Cups. So I will show you these cards. The High Priestess reverse. Once again, there's just this disconnect going on within yourself of your spiritual world and then the world around you. So this, once again, I think it's really linking back to the Hermit from December into Justice, where you're learning so much about yourself. You're uncovering aspects of yourself you didn't know were there, and you don't know how to utilize it in your career. However, people are not noticing this disconnect of yours and are really excited about what you're doing at work and where you're going with it. And that could be a cause of concern for you personally, because you're just not feeling that celebration. You're not feeling that victory. You're like, well, that's great that you think I'm doing awesome. I don't feel that way. And Aries, I don't think you're going to say that to them. I don't think you're going to go up to them and be like, well, don't give me praise. But it's just inside, when you say thank you and, much appreciated, it's going to be a little bit, it's going to be coming from a more shallow place. You're just not going to feel it in your depths. Like, yeah, I really worked hard. I'm really excited about this. I really deserve it. In a way, you're going to be like, this isn't me. This isn't what, this is not what I want. And we do have the King of Cups, and this is playing the role of your boss in this, and the boss is giving you praise, even though you are feeling disconnected. So King of Cups, not air signs, water signs. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And they just want to shower you with love. They really do. They just want to give you every possibility to be the best you can be at the job you do. And I can tell you really appreciate that. And you're excited that some, people are feeling that way about you, but you're just not, your soul isn't in this job. That's what's happening. Okay. And in finances, we have the Chariot, the Nine of Swords reversed, and then the Three of Swords reversed. All right. And so this is also really interesting, and the Chariot is a sign of Cancer, and then King of Cups is a water sign. So I think you could be getting a raise too. You could definitely be getting a raise at your job, or a bonus of some sort. Maybe you got it late December, but it's accolades. It's helping you move forward to what you truly want to do. And because of receiving this gift, and it could be small, but it's a token. It's a token of appreciation from some job that you have done. And so, yeah, it's going to help you move forward. It's helping you move forward, but is it the way you want to move forward? It's giving you financial stability in some regards, but you're still, you're not, broken up over it. You're not, completely at wit's end, but you're still feeling like this is not where I want to be. This is not making me happy. I'm not in my place. I just don't feel complete, even though, it's like everything is going in the right direction. And so once again, go back to this Hermit, because there's something missing within your heart space, and you feel almost betrayed. You feel guilty because you're in a way betraying yourself, but you're not. It's just you don't. Even though things are going well, you don't feel well. You don't feel good, and it kind of sets you uneasy. Financially, I feel like you're doing a really you're in a good space. and it's moving in a positive area. So if you don't have money right now, or if you don't feel stable, you are moving towards that. You're moving into a positive space, but you feel guilty about it. You feel like you're, like somebody else deserves it, not you. And Aries, that's not like you whatsoever. Aries usually is the exact opposite, and like, no, I totally do deserve this. I rule. And so this is kind of out of character for you. And with the Mercury retrograde again, I think it's kind of also kind of shifted you to think inward and to kind of settle some differences within yourself. But finances are okay. It's just this guilt of being financially okay that you're kind of carrying. And then we have, for health, we have the Six of Swords reversed, Temperance, and the Initiate reversed. Okay. So once again, there's this stuck feeling. There's this time of being stuck, and but you need to have this time. You need to have this time of being stuck to find your balance. Okay. So there, you could be still doing everything that you do to keep yourself healthy, but you're feeling like you just don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. You don't know what's going to, fulfill your physicality. And so it's going, I get this feeling, Aries, that you just want to go and run and run and run and run and just keep running until forever. You just want to go out there like a Mustang and just run. And I think you should. I really do. I think you need to just do something that, in a way, like completely exhausts you, so that when you're done, you just can't do anything else but just lay down and breathe. So that you can feel that breath. You can feel it rise and lower and find your balance. Find your balance within. But you have to exert yourself to a point of almost exhaustion. And once you do that, once you get to that point, that break where it's just like, I can't go anymore, it's a release. It's a release. And so you're letting in, your space, yourself. You're letting in your soul. You're letting in your soul purpose, to really, take in that space and allow you to hear it. And it's like an unconventional church, You have to go out and seek God through movement. So go outside, do something. Go chop wood, chop tons of wood. Like I said, run, Aries. Just keep running. Run through the snow, run through the sand, run. And that is like that could be a moment of like really deep, profound spirit journey, going to church. And you need that. You need that right now. Okay. So we're going to pull from the Mother Wisdom deck today for some added guidance. Okay, Mother Moon added guidance for my Aries. Oh, there we go. Moon, rhythm. Okay, so this is saying go dance, go sing, go run underneath the moon, celebrate, celebrate. Get out there, shake your body until sheer exhaustion. This is what this card really symbolizes. And for fun, let's just pull from the book. I'll put it like that so you can look at it for just a moment. I want to see what the author has to say about moon for you. Okay, moon, rhythm. Moon is a mother's soul sister. Her changing face holds the rhythm of nature, the pulsating, enlivening energy by which we can keep the beat of a month, a year, a lifetime. If we want to make music out of our days, we must tune into Moon's cadence, keeping time by her phases, the tides, the cycle of life. Moon is ever present, devoted to guiding the moods of your life. Ooh, yes. So, go run under the moonlight. Yes. the next new moon and the next full moon. I mean, every moon, just go out there and run and howl and dance and feel it and feel how different it is every time you do it. And like that release. And once you release it and release it and release it, what are you letting in? You know, what is the new rhythm? What is the new rhythm that you are going to go and live to?